Hi everyone, it's Aya James. I crafted this fireworks build that is super fun to run in Season 3. I named it Fireworks because it has amazing sound effects from the charged bolts, plus a full screen of sparklers and damage numbers from both charged bolts and ball lightning. Let's experience this fight together again. The build shines in Helltides and Tier 100 Nightmare Vaults, where I can speed farm everything without aiming at all. Everything you see in this video are without Ubers, including Uber Pet Stones. If you have them, great, it will be even better. I will cover the key synergies of the build in the video, plus the Season 3 pet setup. You will also see a direct comparison between this Fireworks build and the Blizzard Meteor build. The full build can be found at the end of the video or in the description of the video. Now let's get it started. The main synergy remains the same as it was in Season 2. We use the Staff of Lamb Essence to enable all charged bolts to stay on the screen so much longer and auto-chase monsters so that we don't need to aim at all. It is the most important item in the build. I don't recommend to use this build until getting the Staff of Lamb Essence. Check out the Ice Shard leveling build before acquiring the Staff of Lamb Essence. It will be easy to switch from the Ice Shards build to this Fireworks build by swapping 3 gear pieces. We will also use the aspect of piercing static, so that charged bolts pierce through monsters. So all charged bolts will chase monsters, pierce monsters, and chase monsters again, and pierce them again until it reaches its maximum travel distance. The enhanced charge bolts passive will be triggered so much often too, that we will see many of these lightning novas for big AoE damage. We also focus on high crit chance in the build, where we will use the Elementalist aspect to get 60% crit chance. We will get high crit chance stats from these two positions, and an Asus heirloom for another up to 30% crit chance, plus the pet's efficiency support for another 15% crit chance. In this way, we not only get 100% crit chance for all charge bolts casted, but also get close to 100% crit chance for all ball lightnings on the ground from the enchantment. This sounds great, but why 100% crit chance? Because we will use the Firebolt's enchantment to synergize with Devouring Blaze for a 42% multiplicative damage boost. And more importantly, we will use the Ball Lightning enchantment that any crit damage will have up to 25% chance to trigger a static Ball Lightning on the ground. That's why we have so many Ball Lightnings on the ground, triggering God tier AoE damage and melt everything in seconds. And we will use the God Slayer Crown to pull all monsters together to even boost our AoE damage. If you don't have the God Slayer Crown, don't worry, you can use an Ever Living aspect to build up defense first. For the Paragon setup, we will have tons of crackling energy from the Wizard's Ball Lightning passive, so we use the Charged Glyph to get another 15% multiplicative damage boost. We also use the Legendary node in the Static Surge board to apply 100% vulnerable to all monsters. For the pet setup, we use the Flash of Adrenaline Governing Stone to get 20% multiplicative damage boost, and use the Voluminous support to boost the 20% to 30%, instead of the Safeguard support, as we have 2 extra damage reductions. One, 25% from the Destructive Charge Bolts passive, and another 15% from the Electrocution passive. We use the Tempest Governing Stone to improve crit chance, mana regeneration, and apply the crit chance buff to all monsters much faster. I recommend using Frozen Orb to apply cold damage to trigger the 15% more damage from the Tarasha Ring and 5% more damage from the Elementalist Glyph. Skill rotation wise, all we need is to cast one Frozen Orb at the beginning of the fight, and we can cast whatever we are comfortable afterwards, and no need to cast Frozen Orb until meeting new groups of monsters. We use Frozen Orb over Ice Blades to trigger the 5% damage buff from the Elementalist Glyph to all monsters instead of just one from Ice Blades. I crafted 2 versions of this build, one for Tier 100 Nightmare Dungeons and Nightmare Vaults, where we use 2 defensive aspects to be super tanky, and one for max DPS to further optimize boss fights, where we switch the Raiment of the Infinite and the T-Bot's Wheel on, and update the skill tree to get Glass Cannon for further damage. You can also use the boss variant directly in Tier 100 if you are comfortable with the reduced survivability. It will be faster as our teleport will also pull monsters together, and everything will get melted so fast. I actually prefer using this Fireworks build over the Blizzard Meteor build in tier 100. From my testings, running tier 100 Vault is slightly faster in this Fireworks build. On average, it took me around 3 minutes and 55 seconds to complete a tier 100 Vault using the Blizzard Meteor build, but it took me on average 3 minutes and 38 seconds instead using the Fireworks build. And it feels more comfortable to run the Fireworks build, as I don't need to aim as charge bolts will auto chase monsters. Plus the Fireworks build is much tankier than the Blizzard build through the 2 extra damage reduction. I sometimes die when running the Blizzard Meteor build, but I rarely die when running this Fireworks build, which makes it a smoother experience. Of course, we still need to dodge the annoying death explosions. When it comes to boss fights, the Blizzard Meteor build definitely outperforms this build a lot. You can see from this direct comparison from the Uber Lilith's Phase 2 fight with the same gear qualities. But the Lightning Uber boss is still smashed in 6 seconds by Fireworks. And it is more fun to run everything else because of the god tier visuals and the sound effects. I hope you have fun running this build. If you enjoyed this video, please help me hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to my channel for more Diablo 4 social content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.